Welcome into Texans Today by Chat Sports. Harrison Graham here on today's video, and let's take a look at ESPN's top 10 offensive tackle rankings. Lo and behold, Laremy Tunsil made the list, and that should be a surprise to absolutely nobody. He lands at number 3 on ESPN's top 10 offensive tackle rankings. Only Trent Williams and David Bakhtiari, who keeps chugging beers at Milwaukee Bucks games, are ranked ahead of Tunsil, who comes in at number 3, which is very, very high praise, because there's a lot of good offensive tackles in the NFL right now. Let's take a look at the top 10 list from ESPN. Trent Williams, number 1. Bakhtiari, number 2. Laremy Tunsil in there at number 3. Taron Armstead, number 4. And then Ravens tackle Ronnie Stanley at number 5. 6 through 10, Mekhi Becton for the Jets. Taylor Lewan. You have Tristan Wirfs in there as well. Tyron Smith with the Dallas Cowboys. And then newly bagman signed Ryan Ramczyk with the New Orleans Saints. You think about Laremy Tunsil, and you kind of think about where the Texans are, especially with the uncertainty around Deshaun Watson. This is your best player if you don't factor in Watson. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Laremy Tunsil is a cornerstone type of player. An elite offensive tackle goes a very, very long way in today's NFL, especially on the left side of the offensive line. I think he's the best player that the Houston Texans have right now. So having him number 3 on this list is certainly a worthwhile ranking. Fill in the blank for us. Or actually, we'll ask this question first. Who is the Texans' best player? We got another question coming up. That's what we call a tease in this business. Texans' best player right now outside of Deshaun Watson. We're all going to say Watson, but if it's not him, how about Laremy Tunsil? I certainly think he is worthy of that ranking there. I don't know after him who would be considered the best player for Houston, considering they are in a transition phase. Okay, you look at Tunsil's PFF grades from this past year. 75 overall. Pass blocking grade was almost 86. Run blocking wasn't as good, but the Texans had some issues running the football, so I wouldn't put too much stock into that. Only gave up 2 sacks. Wasn't the best year of his career, but he's been a really, really good player for a few years now, and he's still only 26 years old. This is a guy that really you kind of have to decide on if you're Houston long-term, if you want to keep, or maybe do you consider trading him to try to get some assets if you're unclear about what Deshaun Watson's future looks like. But good for Tunsil getting in the top 5 on ESPN's list. He comes in at number 3 overall. We'll see what the future for him holds in Houston. Fill in the blank for us. Laremy Tunsil is the blank offensive tackle in the NFL. Like number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5. How high do you think he is on this list, or should be? Number what? Fill in that blank for us, and we will see you next time. And a lot of phrasing on today's show that could have gone better. Laremy Tunsil is the number blank offensive tackle in the NFL.